Do you know who you are? We're going to do a little quiz to find out if you really know who you are, what you're about, and how to be the best full version of yourself. How is it we can do some amazing and sometimes unexplainable things, like heal our own bodies by the power of our thoughts? Mother's intuition, the law of attraction. Can we really tap into our subconscious mind? Can we really create our own realities? It begs the question, are we novice gods? All right, thank you so much for joining me on this documentary series, Are We Novice Gods? Are we gods in training? Do we have more amazing potential within us that is just waiting to be unlocked? Well, one of the things that, as we go through this documentary series and we kind of figure out, we look at these different evidences that show that we are capable of more, that our belief system changes our surroundings, that we can actually impact our lives in amazing, abundant ways. And that a lot of times we are doing this unconsciously in a negative way. A lot of the problems that we have are actually our own fault. I'm sorry to say that, but I've found that is true, and mostly I've found it's true because in my own life I've created these things. So hopefully the things we have to share here will help you understand the power that you have within you. You know, is that you understand your identity. When you get clear on that, figure out who you are and live fully to that. That's when life becomes amazing. So let's look at a few questions to see if you really know who you are. Because mostly we've forgotten who we are. And we are not living as the best full version of ourselves. We're living small. We are living just as a shell of who we could be. So the first question is, do you have perfectionism? Do you have this feeling that you need to be perfect, basically? Kind of think about that. Be honest with yourself. Answer honestly. You know, do you not do anything unless it's absolutely going to be perfect? Because how you reflect, or how people see you, reflects on your self-worth. Now that's going to bring up question number 2 here. Does your value go up or down according to your, how perfect you look or you seem or behave? Do you feel your value goes up and down? Ask yourself that question. Now another question to ask is your unhappiness outside of your control? Are the things that are going wrong in your life absolutely outside of your control? And where are you on that? So kind of think about that right now. Now, do you have a lot of fear? Do you have a lot of anxiety? If you were to rate that on a scale 0 to 10, how much fear do you have? How much anxiety? 0 means nothing. You're just like living the most peaceful, calm life. Or 10, you're ready to burst a blood vessel and, got to call the EMTs. Where are you on your fear and anxiety? Another question to ask is, do you feel incomplete? And do you know what you need or what you feel you need in order to be complete? Okay, so those are a few questions, just kind of a little quiz for you to take a self-assessment to see who you are or to see who you think you are right now, and do you truly know who you are? Now, as I've been doing this documentary series, I've started with a belief, and I'm looking at all the evidences that really shows it's true. I've started with this foundational belief that are we children of God? And as such, do we have His divine DNA within us that we can eventually become like Him? Are we His children? And I mean, everything I know about parents is that they want their children to grow up to be like them or better, and to have all the advantages that they have. Parents, for the most part, love their children, and they want just the best things for them. So if you are a child of God, does that then bring that connection to you to where you have this great purpose, this great meaning in your life? Now, the great C.S. Lewis, there's a quote attributed to him where he says, "You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body." Think how this rings to you. Feel that out, kind of test that out. Now, along this documentary series, again, we're looking at evidences that show that actually these things, when these things are true and when they, come to be, that maybe there is truth in them. But anyway, try that belief on. And that's really what we're doing, is we're looking at different belief systems and different ideas, and just like go into your wardrobe, go into your closet, you pull out a jacket, try that on, this jacket of faith, or this nice comforter of belief that you are a child of God, or that your life has purpose, or that there is significance to the challenges that you face day in and day out. As you try on some of these belief systems, think about how it affects you. Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Does it resonate with you? Those will kind of help you, as you're working to figure out who you are and what you're about. Okay, I want to share one thing with you that hopefully will just kind of open your mind to really what is within you. So if C.S. Lewis says that you don't have a body, or you don't have a soul, you are a soul, you have a body. Well, we started out as these amazing souls, right? These amazing spirits. And we're born, and if you look at any child, what are they like? What if you were to, post a whole list of characteristics that these children have, you would say they were adventurous, or that they were brave, or that they were creative, or that they were amazing learners, that they were attentive. All of these different really positive characteristics we would say about children, right? All of these things that they could do, with them being just so inventive and creative and brave and fearless and smart and funny and joyful and happy and carefree, and all these words come to mind when we think of little children. And then if you were to look at yourself now and list all the characteristics that people could say about you, or that you would say about yourself, would that same list come to you? Or would you say that you're fearful, or that you have social anxiety, or would you give yourself labels? I'm a loser, or I'm fat, or I'm divorced, or other things that then confine you to playing within certain little boxes. You know what I mean? So what I want you just to kind of think about is, so often we've forgotten who we are, because that same soul, that same spirit that was in that little body of yours when you were born, that's the same spirit within you now. And you've just forgotten who you are. And you're playing small. You're not playing as the best full version of yourself, because you are listening to these little limiting beliefs, and you're allowing that story to play out in your mind over and over again, to where you don't have those strengths. You don't have those abilities anymore. Or at least they have become dormant. Those skills have become dormant. Well, the same soul, the same spirit that came into your body when you were born, that's the same spirit that's within you now. So if you want to become unshackled, if you want to be an unshackled spirit to live as the best full version of yourself, you got to figure out who you are. You got to remember who you are. And then you've got to find all these limiting beliefs and get rid of them, so that you can truly live who you were meant to be. You have great potential within you. You are a divine son or daughter of God. You're a baby God, a novice God, a God in embryo. You have all of this power within you, and all you need to do is unlock that. There's great capability within you right now, and you just need to once again remember that. So I hope that helps you as you kind of, try on and embrace that belief system, that idea. What if I really am important? What if my life truly does matter? What if I do have a purpose? What if God knows about me? What if He has designed this divine plan for me, so that I can learn and grow and become better and become more like what He would like me to be? Try on those beliefs. Feel how it feels, as far as figuring out who you are, figuring out your identity and what you're about. Anyway, that's what this documentary series is about. I have been so blessed with the people I've met, that I've talked to, that say, this resonates with me. This speaks to my soul. This is an important message to have out here. I want this in the conversation of the world. I hope this helps you. I hope that what I have found and what I have been experiencing and what hopefully I've been able to share with you through these series, I hope it helps you. Now make sure that you hit subscribe so that you can get more episodes, think about more thoughts, more hopefully thought-provoking ideas, and amazing evidences that show that we are capable of much more. I hope you'll do that. And if you want more resources, come visit me at scottwilhite.com. But more than anything, I want you to remember who you are. I want you to figure out who you are and live totally true to the great, amazing spirit within you. I hope this stirred some questions in your soul. Are you more connected to higher power than you think? Do you have divine DNA? Let's keep asking questions. Click on my face to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.